Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Vishesha Shunyati Paschata Desakarni Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for joining. So we continue our reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 2nd, contents of Gita summarized, or Jnana Yoga. So sorry, contents of Gita summarized, Sankhya Yoga. And today's shloka is shloka number 7. So let us chant this shloka. Karpanya doshopahat swabhavah
कार्पण्यदोषो बहद्वस्वभावः
chami tvam dharma sammudha chetah
पृच्छामि त्वं धर्मसम्मूढचेतः
yashreyah syan nishchitam bruhi tanme
यश्रेयस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शादिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः
कार्पण्यदोषो बहद्वस्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः
पृच्छामि त्वं धर्मसम्मूढचेतः
यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यश्रेयस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्येस्तेऽहं शादिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
Please chant the sloka.
कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
Very nice sloka.
कार्पण्यदोषो भगवत्स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वं धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यश्रेयस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
Anybody else want to try? Okay, let's see translation and purport. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. Karpanya means miserly. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. Purport. By nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from perplexities of life which happen without our desire. They are like forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, yet it takes place and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve perplexities of life and to understand the science of solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in disciplic succession. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not therefore remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. That is the purport of this verse. Who is the man in material? perplexities. It is he who does not understand the problems of life. In Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 3.8.10, the perplexed man is described as follows. Yova etat aksharam gargi avidi twasmal lokat pra- praiti sa krupanaha. He is miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human, and who thus quits this world like cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. This human form of life is most valuable asset for the living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is the Brahman, and he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all problems of life. Ya etad aksharam gargi vidivams Loka Praiti Sabrahmana. The Krupanas or miserly person waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, and country, etc. in the material conception of life. One is often attached to family life, namely wife, children, and other members on the basis of skin disease. The Krupana thinks that he is able to protect his family members from death, or the Krupana thinks that his family or society can save him from the verge of death. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. Being intelligent, Arjuna could understand that his affection for family members and his wish to protect them from death were cause of his perplexities. Although he could understand that his duty to fight was awaiting him, still on account of miserly weakness he could not discharge the duties. He is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, to make a definite solution. He offers himself to Krishna as disciple. He wants to stop friendly talks. Talks between master and disciple are serious, and now Arjuna wants to talk seriously before the recognized spiritual master Krishna. He is therefore the original spiritual master of science of Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is the first disciple for understanding Gita. How Arjuna understands the Bhagavad Gita is stated in Gita itself, and yet foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within the Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's within and without, and one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. So, this is one of the important, most important shlokas, and here we see um, Arjuna, though a great warrior and a great fighter, after winning so many battles, and he's famous in all the three worlds as a fighter or a soldier who is always victorious. He is Maharati. He won so many battles. In spite of his greatness and his fame, he is now admitting in front of Krishna that I'm confused and I am stuck up by my weakness, miserly weakness, and I don't know what is to be done now. So now he is asking Pruchami Tvam Dharma. So he is asking Krishna, please explain me what is my dharma, because my heart is bewildered. I don't know. Please tell me what will be definitely suitable and what will be definitely good for me. Please tell me. And the last sentence, uh, he is saying the words which are the qualifications that are necessary for a disciple. Right? He is Shishya Steham. I am your disciple. He accepts Krishna as his guru. So that is he takes the lower position of listening. Then he says, Shadhi ma, instruct me. So he one accepts the guru and then requests guru to instruct him. And tvam prapannam. So I am surrendering unto you. So these three qualifications he has shown that I am your disciple, you can instruct me, and I am surrender unto you. So all these qualities are the qualities of a disabled or a person who wants to learn. Because then only he says that, please instruct me and I am surrendering unto you. So till now, Arjuna was saying so many doubts, and Krishna has only said 2 to 3 shlokas. But now he is saying, I give up, I surrender unto you. I am your disciple. So he accepts Krishna as his guru, and please instruct me. I cannot, I don't know, I'm bewildered. Uh, Samudha Chetaha, my heart is bewildered, I don't know. Puchhamitam Dharma. So this is the question of that Arjuna is asking. Puchhami Tvam Dharma. Please instruct me on my dharma. So this is the what we say $1 million question that Arjuna is asking Krishna, and based for which Krishna will speak him about the deeper understanding of dharma and what is his real dharma, how he can execute the dharma. That is whole Bhagavad Gita. But the question starts from here, and so it requires a courage to accept our faults and accept our weakness, and that too as a great fighter, great warrior like Arjuna. But he has shown that readiness, and he accepted that he cannot handle this situation, and then only the knowledge comes in. I observed myself also last for 2 3 days. I am also stuck up in every situation, every second we have different options. What should I do, this thing or that thing? If you observe that we are always perplexed, what we say, in confusion, or in a situation which we cannot understand. It's a complex situation, and we have to take so many decisions, and we take so many decisions every second, and there are always these dual options are there, this or that, this or that. And but we are used to take the decisions based on our past experiences and what we want. But here some critical, like a decision like that Arjuna has to take, which is going to change his life. If he decides not to fight, he will to have to live by begging, which is infamy for us Kshatriya. And if he wins, and if the Kaurav Sena, all the relatives are killed, then also he is losing. So it's a turning point, and now at this crucial point, he's surrendering to Krishna directly, and he accepting him as Guru, and he's telling him to just instruct me what is best for me. So these are the qualities that when we as a, and Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada also explains who is miserly person and why uh, we suffer, right? So in this material world, or the situation that we are in every day, are created in such a way that will confuse us. And if we are attached to our own self, and people or the relationships with our own selves, then we get more perplexed or more confused in this complexity of these problems, and then it becomes very difficult to solve the problems. And if somehow or other we start inquiring about the self realization, or what is the purpose of life, or why I am here, then that is the beginning of higher consciousness, where we try to understand what is my goal or my purpose of the existence, why I'm existing, why I'm here. And from there, actually, once we start inquiring, then the different ways or the paths start opening. Krishna will guide from inside what should be done next, and then we should just continue towards achieving the goal of our life. Like Arjuna, we have to surrender to some guru who is in disciplic succession, and who can guide us based on our situation. A theoretical guidance can be given by anyone, but a guru helps a disciple to practically face the situations. Like Krishna is will explain to Arjuna how he can deal with his mind, his thoughts, his false image that he's having on this war, Kurukshetra. So he will guide him practically how he can overcome this and what should be his consciousness. So that is a qualification of a guru who tries to uh, teach the disciple the real identity and the real purpose, like Pruchhami Tvam Dharma. So that what is the real dharma is to understand the self. So now Arjuna has surrendered, and for next few shlokas, he will just emphasize how much need is there for Krishna to instruct him so that he can come out of this weakness, because he says that he's already he's sammuda chetaha, he's already bewildered. So we have to also admit in our life that many times we are also bewildered or we are also confused and we are not able to take decisions. So it's better when we are in such a situations, we take a pause, consider our situation, why it has happened, and try to get the guidance from the your well-wishers, your seniors, your gurus. Try to take the advice and then take a conscious decision that will help us to fulfill the purpose of the life, like Arjuna has done, to surrender unto Krishna or Guru or our seniors. So this is very interesting and instructing shloka, how we should approach Guru and also how we should approach our life as whole. So thank you very much for joining uh, today on Friday evening. It's very encouraging that Friday evening also we try to learn and try to see how Krishna and Arjuna are conversing. So if anybody has any comments, realizations or experiences, then please feel free to share, which helps everyone.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mhm,
I have a realization
mhm,
from your explanation.
mhm,
Hmm. Yeah, actually, whenever we deal with close people,
mhm,
we used to be careful in decision making, because it should be for one person failure means another person will be success. That's the decision, the result. So if we are very careful in taking decision, I mean, if we give importance for the close people, the relatives, something,
mhm,
so we should not hurt them. We feel so knowingly we do that favor for them.
mhm,
So some, in other hand, why means we don't want to spoil the relationship with
mhm,
them. So in that way we take that
mhm.
kind of, we do favor for them, but we will, how to say, we feel hurt by ourselves.
Right, right.
At the same time, if we do favor for us, and if we behave harsh with them in
Mhm,
that decision,
mhm,
we lose the relationship
mhm.
with them for some period of time until it cools down. So this happens for everybody. So as you said, we need some uh, like a guru or some elder people. If we have right decision to take, it will be helpful.
Correct. Very important point. And wow, my experience is when we face such situations where we are our relationships are at stake. Generally, we try to take decisions, but not always a decision is required. You can take experience of this. We sometimes we rush to the decisions, but actually the nobody is asking for any decision. It's just thought sharing or conversation process, but somehow we think that, oh, I want to take some decision. So many times decision is not required, or at least it can wait for some time. Means if it's critical, we should take some time, because otherwise afterwards we have to face the consequences and correct everything. So better take time, take guidance, talk to well wishers, talk to seniors, and take a wise decision. That's always helpful.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Like studying this Bhagavad Gita, I mean, you used to tell that we have to live for the higher principles.
Hmm.
Yeah, that way, if we think, suppose if the decision is favor for others also, we will think, oh, okay, we have to. I mean, Krishna knows that what for we are doing in this way. Like this, we feel something. We won't feel that sad if we
Yeah,
study this Bhagavad Gita. If we have the spiritual knowledge, it will help us to recover. Recover means we won't feel that sad.
yeah,
So we
we
are
won't
doing this
feel
for
like losing anything.
materially. If we see, it will be may not be good, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Spiritually, if we tan ourselves, it seems to be good,
Yeah.
but we cannot manage it right now, so it takes time to do it.
Of course, yeah. But it's a good practice, and that's what we want to do. We want to apply this in our life and make our life sublime. Thank you, Mataji. Any other any other
Hare
points?
Krishna.
Krishna, thank you very much. Any other points? Any other realizations, experiences? Please share. Please try to. Bhagavad Gita is such that when we study Bhagavad Gita and we try to apply, Krishna will give you a situation in your life where you can apply his teachings. This you can take experience. You all can take experience that is it really happening with you? Because if you are sincere, then Krishna will give you practical experiences. So we should be very conscious what's happening in our life, what we are reading, and that realizations and practical experiences will give us more faith and interest and in Bhagavad Gita and teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So that way it becomes very interesting in day-to-day life. So this all we all can try this every day. Okay, thank you very much for your time and giving this opportunity to share some realizations and practical experiences. That helps me also a lot. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare